Okay, Ghana this year mamu nyina kwaba eba Romeo Odro TV our YouTube channel and you bet me ahwe live oko YouTube channel about Romeo Odro TV on sa abeka all this exclusive interview. Nene me interview ano Robert Coleman, the Chief Executive Officer Wembley Sports Complex. To my best knowledge, you can't modern Astrotech. Media de minim say the wadi be by Ghana. Robert Coleman. Emrana Astrotech any Ghana no na over 2. Now we can boast about over 70 Astrotechs Ghana, and majority of them no Robert Coleman then sano adwuma. Once upon a time na okasa Zoom Lion esiade or businessman mensa akano ye woni fie the comfort of his own home. Bad, very luxurious house. Bibia kama ya buy so ani age aduane wo ho bebre so atwa yen amrepam no yebekọ na yakwa kodidi na bibia akoye demom Coleman ewo idea briefly enche mobetene nka na ono so ede ensem nyina ede atudwa demom ene ye sorry anti asempa Black Stars player ono and Christian Achu obi a okọ abroche okodipa ede abefie ma edan akwa bubu Eddie Agunuso. Very sad story and very sad news. Yama Abushani nyina yako and Ghana funyina Black Star players yamamunina yako. Once upon a time now on the Steven Tornado appear the Black Stars captain or no Eddie Black Stars Echo World Cup for the first time on nyina Bobby Mekai the year 2010 FIFA World Cup. Now this two players omunina ejina mudin ding adema Ghana. Ene ye sorry ya antiasempa ye hu atwudie na nso ye hu no na wo free mo wonka atiasefo hu biom. Very sad story if you take it about ye de Emma Ghana for nyina. Once upon a time na bibia ekwe once again no ye mo nyina kwa about Romeo Odro channel ye nto aso na ye Coleman endi enkomo Coleman we de edase bibia boko de
minya Romeo etisen
minya me adon so
boko nyame dia che.
Quick one, yeah, shares here with the Astrotech. The idea, I mean, conceive that kind of idea to do this Astrotech. How did it start? Started say, and which year was that?
Okay, Romeo. First of all, no, my main fa kwenya so na main fa my busuafo, Christian Achu.
Yeah.
And then I do for nyina ni Ghana for nyina any Wembley because yeah Astrotech maybe Kaso akwan so ema omo the manager a friend he yate oma ejumi bia minim se na Christian Achu odimu akuntene in terms of funding the project na ene nyame ene yanti asempa na officially no the Ghana embassy e Turkey and the foreign affairs ministry na me wo gym and na me say omo ka say omo ehuni body no but wayenya media nti ma fa kwenya so na me fa ma na ebusiafo nyina yakọ which I say this world is a transient place nyina yebe fame say time ni dru na say nyankobe on be frewa woni hwana nti na e was say almost every time bia me nya ekwenya bia me ka che me na for say e was say ahombrase e one of the cardinal principles in life say wote wa obebre ho ase a wadamfo na wunua assemble ya wasem nti it's a lesson and anytime I hear things like that and ansem ACC say na nyame can say to God be the glory nyame na ye nia ope oni wana obe question look at the microphone we is almost 45,000 na say COVID by na eku microphone bebre na ene me no mienu yete ase moja ADF sen wo yemu I say edi na se ma nyame nti ma me fa kwanya so na me fa ma ebusiafo nyina yakọ ene Ghana fo nyina
one of them and the share once again Astrotech about Ghana how did this idea about who conceived this idea that by then the course what you ma idea
yo Romeo ne wo mu say first of all no me ntimi nkate me na me de Astrotech eba Ghana nya metimi aka ne say me na me be shemu kinana say me na me de your friend is saying may ginger the appetite of people say omobepe Astrotech because at that time na yewo baku kakra ketu bi wo jowulu ayekobobo ho and at the same time so na yewo bi ewo pram and atema nti Astrotech na aban ya nkasa ne e2 pram ene temade ne na yewo baako so ewo jowulu madam for BFN Mohammed Lebanese young guy baby na pram wo ho pram ai na tema ewo ntine yes nti yakobobo wo kutuba bi mini nanfo yakobobo kutuba bi nti yakoy wa ye park kakra ba obo a I think say you contribute sika obi a 50 Ghana 50 cd 5 cds nti e be na anya be 300 Ghana na etua na ya bobo nti we na me catch am say ade ya akweyi aye wa he yenso ebetimi aye bi kutuba bi so why don't I replicate what he has done there kutuba bi nti me no kasai e no kire me say no osiye no nti me catch me now for no say maybe ba na mo feel say media agro that time so na me ejuma o Zoom lion nti me ko hu former mayor of Accra honorable Alfred Okovandapoy ma me catch any say school bi wo kutuba bi ho na me person me use na me dey say wo say me ni omo signing MOU say na be ya me ya ye betime use the abobo edu enyim ya ye be so kania no na ya renting it out say na be ya sika ye dey shame ye betime anya na school nkola no so use no free of charge because school nkola no be ana omu ebobo hodum nyina ye mfuturo na abobo ni na yamade bia no mu pre-print me ye MOU na medical assembly ye nyina ye tena se ye hwe mu kakra na mayor no e ma ni blessings na ye ko hu honorable free Ankra the minister for youth and sports and also endorse a project you know and my character say we can go ahead so it started I think say in 2015 getting to the latter of 2016 elections one na year started first one I inaugurate you know inaugurating Okutuba bia before I be no me colleagues ni bi be 3 and yomko amanone ema omukusua e wo Turkey say na ye Astrotech no because ni ami hu ye ni say o ma omo aba na omo aba be ye ama wo e wo Ghana hanma ya na hotel omo beda e price on be charge you and na cost na nkasa of the grass nti e ma price na cost ro bebre nti we decided to go and train ourselves acquire knowledge say na be ya ye betimi aba ye ba be nti omo ko ye training no me so me ko ye training ni bi na ye ba na ye start first one first one e wo kutuba bi ye na ye nya small contract bi wo nungwa and then so ye and one particular person they be me can na me boni din the former captain of the Black Stars Asamoah ono so man baako say yenye Accra Academy say Accra Academy dia me na ne co school o me ko 6 form 1 na ono so ye SS ho so time no na nipa odi mu akonti nipa o na odi enim Sami Enimado Asamoah manager and Asamoah lawyer ankasa Kisi Ajabin and special prosecutor no so ye me classmate no so ne me personal lawyer ya na ohwe me ni mama me any me all issues when it comes to legal issues no ohwe mama nti a team of Accra Kafo and we came together and I said okay then we'll do it. The whole idea was mooted by Kisi Ajabin supported by your friend is Enimado and Asamoah Fandi and and Kama and our former president Rollins nyame fani crancy on also ebepa ho to mama if it is our time no na eja Astrotech no ebe start kakra
wow Brony Baker said it's been good all this while
certainly I remember say I had to go to parliament to meet the parliamentary select committee on youth and sports. I needed to convince them say this is something it is novel and we must be able to replicate in Amaya Wokutuba Binen Samuel in almost every constituency in the country. Until when I went to them, did a presentation, and Honorable Boniface said the then Minister for Inner Cities and Zongos, he was convinced, look, these are some of the things that they need in the Zongo communities because I was on more on betting you, so nobody I am more on betting a bonfire also. Senator Sadiana. Omuye awuri no ma block kwan no bebre no it is going to be a thing of the past nti odi ne huje mu na ma ye call true PPA ye be ye bibia na ye benya adwuma se ye miensa no mo hwe nti ye Madina ye ba ko chebi na ye ba ko so wo wale FIFA for so I decided say look, I want to be the first young man in Africa. Yes, a Ghanaian a local company with me a year Astrotech FIFA ababe endorse ya mama certificate in terms of the quality of the pitch, in terms of the bouncing nature, the flow of the ball, say in so to engine so there are so many things that they needed to look. So FIFA came down and then they came, inspected all the things we have done, and they gave us certificate for that. And I am humbled and proud to say Wembley is the only company in West Africa currently, a local-based company, Astrotech, that has been endorsed by the World Governing Football Body, FIFA.
Then it tells you, sir, and you're only in Ghana, and now you're Astrotech. Apart from Ghana, why be other countries?
Oh, apart from Ghana, the Mino Kasani, your Liberian counterpart, the Union counterpart, share, Amaya started, but the concentration. As at now, it is in Ghana. When you look at the vision and then the mission of the company, the vision is to look at your friend is saying other African countries. But currently, the mission we have is to ensure that we have Astrotechs dotted across the length and breadth of the country in terms of every constituency. Say Benya one Astrotech. So that is what we are looking at, and that is the drive that we have to ensure so at least every constituency be our one Astrotech. Romeo say, oh sure, my national service for be echo round, echo county the number of Sakura parks that is grassless pitches. We have over 5,500 and something Sakura parks.
Currently in Accra.
Not in Accra, dotted across the length and breadth. Now Astrotech say 120. That should tell you that it's more opportunities out there to be done. We are still pushing the agenda. I say very soon, idea people will accept it, and then they will know say that is the way to go, because we share the climatic condition. We have track sports stadium, mobile pena, now FIFA endorses Astrotech construction and answer installation. Say who use the rightful grass now they don't have a problem about it, even though they will prefer the natural grass to the Astrotech. But I think it has also come to stay, and a lot of clubs are using Astrotechs in the country.
At least to my best knowledge, say the Ghana Football Association, I endorse currently about Women's League. One of the Astrotech I wore La.
Yes.
I have Magdan Park. The whole and I bought Women's League and Hong Kong Madina and so about Women's League or Nina I was Sanujuma F4 and Dosso. But there's this assumption that among for saying the Astrotechs are not better than the natural grass. And the other Abanaja Tuma Astrotechs all over. This school of thought, I want you to clarify. I may set records me straight.
First of all, my main kase the school of thought omo natural grass is preferred as compared to Astrotech. It is fully endorsed by FIFA. Yeah. Said natural grass for honey Astrotech. FIFA will always prefer natural grass. But ultimately can't me say Ube prefer Sakura parks to Astrotech. What we are changing is not to change grass pitches to Astrotech. We are changing Sakura parks to Astrotech. And the gap is very huge in terms of acceptability and in terms of near air papa. What we are saying is that the climatic condition we find ourselves in the country, natural grass now. We have so many classic examples. Swag Park, Kotobabi. Yeah. I find it exceedingly difficult. Ubekwa natural grass or ha obetimi akase ebetimi ayeye pa ome use football pitch for the number of hours omu use unya problem uni so maintenance a huge problem now the cost implication in terms of even maintaining is extremely huge. And I will always go and endorse an Astrotech as compared to Sakura parks, and that is the agenda we are trying to move. And so far, everybody communities are here one, they will tell you that they prefer Astrotech than the Sakura parks. Say there were other areas, na say climatic condition, na say weather pattern in here better. I will always move for a natural grass. But so far as we have challenges when it comes to rainfall pattern in Sanyama, Astrotech is the way to go. And why do you think, say, in the advanced countries, or more natural pitches, especially the clubs, so-called Chelsea, so-called Liverpool, but they also have Astrotechs because they know that FIFA has endorsed Astrotechs in other areas, and therefore club ne one natural pitch or training, but our Astrotech. Indeed, a bar with advantages need disadvantages, but in this part of the world, I can always say Astrotech is the way to go because Ubeboka. Ministry of Inner Cities, natural grasses maybe. Tamana, Honorable Boniface Sedic, Ewohono. Menoka say all those pitches are gone. In Mwakra Kwakokori, Bamadina woho, Chebi woho, Wali woho, and their lifespan is 15 years. After 15 years, obey grass, The fufrase or pipes will be base near solid. Then you move on.
Wow. We are still live our YouTube channel, Romeo Odro channel. Now, the amount we bring now to Ebusan is Astrotech are Robert Coleman, a Wembley Sports Complex. One more a year. Mami Bisano, what are the feedbacks?
Extremely huge in terms of feedbacks. And I can say, Chebi uko wale uko Madina uko DCHMSO uko Kukwase uko Tema Newtown uko Labadi uko Teshi uko Sege baby aye Astrotech all the over 50 something Astrotech are yaye nyina nyaminchadi mampeni His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ankasa so ebe endorse na so ebe pa huntu man. The feedback has been phenomenal. People are excited about it, and it is harnessing talent in those communities. That is how come today most of the youth in most of these areas are pressurizing the MPs. Say they also want Astrotech within their catchment area and answer their community. So I can say it is very huge, and I will always pay tribute and homage to His Excellency the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I think when he mooted the idea that every constituency was going to have $1 million. Now a pro bono or the $1 million ebe kono. That is how come we also had a dream. Says Oman Peninsula the $1 million eco constituency be then we can also tap into the $1 million so that we can have these Astrotechs within the constituencies. And I can say the government bought into the idea. It is not every constituency that has an Astrotech, but to me, from 2016 to now, if I moot an idea and it is not Wembley alone that is doing all, but so far, you will say 120 Astrotechs in Ghana. I think it is significant, and I am always excited and humbled. An idea I mooted today, it has become something that has gained grounds. I always say, Romeo, it is not. Certainly. Now, it is not about what you get, but what you also, the mark that you make in a society. The impact. And I think the impact has been huge. It has been very impactful, and I'm always excited about it. I always say it is not about competition. Say with the other waste management, Zoom Lion, TDB, waste management, it is not about only other Astrotech companies more competing for a Juma, but I think the idea has come to stay, and that is what I am excited about. So it is not about competition, but it is about completion. Out of the 5,500 and something Sakura parks, by the year 2030, now at least me so that Ghana be fan into Mapa Ifra. My only advice is those who have come into the business, they are welcome. I don't have a problem at all. Once a pay setter, always a pay setter. I will always admonish them, say they should buy the grass from FIFA approved and I preferred producers, and they should be able to do the work meticulously. They dot the I's and then they cross the T's. Say na be a bibia ebe fine. Na one nya Astrotech na ochina obi ko hu Astrotech na yesi Wembley na be ukoye investigations a obetimi hu say enye Wembley. So far no metimi aka say a lot of feedbacks are minya in areas enye Wembley na and say when omoya within 2 or 3 years no na I say but look at time Kotobabi that's what I mean no ka say this week ya na me ma directive say yenhwe na yenyi grass no in free so na yenfa foforo and say because patronage you know very huge after 8 years we share the number of matches am for above so I think say grass na ya there and I will always drop my heart out for my team in terms of my technical team omuye ejuma no
Kotobabi for instance me a living witness Tama share as here omo no and Messiah beneficiary. Me wedding, me Kotobabi, Wembley Park, Astrotech. And I was the first sports journalist at my wedding on an Astrotech. Coleman at the Roma. It just say me a living witness at the same time a beneficiary.
Okay.
Credit. Yes, you be in Citrodo Matwa.
Yes, sir.
Friends who all kind of crowd upon it. Ain't you me? Yeah. Come on. And the Astrotech there. It has really come to stay and mebo omampeni abaso mebo Coleman abaso so no this idea no eba ya she mukina no si Ghana ufa baby wenya the normal pitch size grandpa say enkra no omo every the Sakura Park ebo ewo Astrotech so which is good because Europe and I say Africa have grandpa uko DR Congo and I say Congo Brazzaville community be an omo park no and so Astrotech I just say omo krambo nya sa idea no am why not Ghana and Ghana yeah there Astrotech and I believe say obia about into the idea of Astrotech no Sakura Park try as much as possible now montimi enye no Astrotech for instance baby I may work currently no me who everyday proposal Astrotech me who no over 100 applications and aba I'll be a per Astrotech the constituency that tells you say a good idea. My question back at least I will breakthrough. Is that what it is? I'm out for
let me say Astrotech. What really drove me into Astrotech is the passion.
Yeah.
Say those times me started say me Juma was sanitation when I joining Zoom Lion. When I'm doing something, I always look at the philosophy behind it, what is going to drive me to do it. I think because me play football into the driving force was not motivated by money, even though we are setting ubenya o profit kakra ewo mono. I can't say it's money was if it is money and as a sanka is cardia like Romeo, there's absolutely no way I was a free Zoom Lion. Nameba a year Astrotech because Zoom Lion is a well-paid job. It is acclaimed worldwide. When I was there, I didn't have any problem because Zoom Lion uye juma yetuya uye. So I don't think the driving force was motivated by money. But let me also say what to me ye jumapa as on your contract pa certainly need there will be anywhere sebi ordination a share or woman ebia or paper cra bia on Africa cra obenya kakra odi ahwe woma odi ayeniama odi aboa in Crawford. So I can say it is good. But let me also add, what really drove me into the construction and now the installation of Astrotech and moving or pushing the agenda of every constituency having one was not because of money, but because I was passionate about it. And that is how come I made Stephen Appiah to be the ambassador and I said the icon of the whole agenda so that we can push it forward. So I'm always humbled when I drive around areas that Senya Wembley and Kanaka Astrotech in you just drive by Ajinga no. Gone are those days 4 or 5 years ago. Grassless pitch. In so tokra poa. Untimi mbobo acheche any niama. So for say 2 months, so bon say ateche any niama. But I can say today I drive there and I see a lot of big men park their cars. Mami for the omumaba. I get extremely excited about, and it is humbling to see what agenda would they buy, ɛno na ɛtimi ɛgyina saa a nkurɔfoɔ ɛni agye da biara meka kyɛ me nnamfoɔ sɛ in life you can kill an initiative but you cannot kill a dream. If you are dreaming, you have to dream big. I remember when I was about to start this Astrotech, the backlash that I had in Kotobabi, among for say, your friend is saying, mene techie phobia na ejaye baby see drinking sport. Ewo Kotobabi. I say Romeo those days in crowd by a lot of inkrofo me pese me bom mudin say no. Now mo pe Astrotech no. Later mo be hu say adie ya yenwie adepa no they were omo na say no omo apacho wa mayaye bi amomo ewo mo constituency. So I can say it is a matter of having a dream, and when you have a dream you must dream big regardless of the challenges that come your way. You should be in a position to surmount them, and don't forget to say if you are bent on surmounting them, then one of your cardinal principles should be God. So all these things will certainly be a thing of the past, and you will certainly make an impact in whatever you do. Romeo,
because Abrabona Yabon, Nemehu, they say, yes, you know, won't do baby. How is your relationship with God?
Romeo, I mean, confess, when I was growing up, even though I was religious, I'm not sorry, my papa making sure I call presby, sorry, near any say, Yamina boss, and therefore you owe your life to God. Until you're quite sorry because we must go to church and Sunday, oh papa, sorry, how dare you say TV? Now no crowd call back cry, you are crown ye bindi. Until sometimes sorry because if you don't go, you'll be punished. But somewhere along the lines, I came to the realization, say, look, if we are saying here one, there's absolutely nothing without God. Into Romeo, your koba, ye nia, I was say ye nina, ko juma ye ba, ye pie ye, but there's absolutely no day meeting me a kase, masori anopa, main bompaye enda nyamiase, because se me share baby a nyame fa me free all along through Zoom Lion, any pempen so and nyame de me do ya. Nyame kan say Ebenezer because nanka me ne wana nti me nyame som de me friend di agro nti so oba me fia ma make sure say me wo baby a me ne me ma me ye bompa almost every morning say me ni ho krapo a me won krofo a omo de mpaibo a time echi because who free her wo kono munim ni a ebeto na ye ka say nya Christian achu eni ho nti DPR no e wo say de mpaibo na ye de asida Emanyame. Into me Psalm 140 there, in India, bro. Debi a me kama me win say baba me debi a no pebi a say me kan na me anointing me ho. Na me ema nyame hu say ono no boss so nya asase. Na wo ye nyina no na wo de adoye so e ka ho. Na why ma wo nua asem aye wa asem na eba ni sa unshira de ebe wo nyame ho de bia.
Mo ba Bebre so feel say ye ba ewiase a omo mutumo din pa ye Christopher le so mutumo din pa ba ne o kan ye ama menya entiase bi che say say the Bible say no, do not look at only your interest but the interest of others.
Yeah.
And one our kind enti wetin say obi asem e ye wasem.
Yeah.
That tells you say nyame na ye som no enye a mere lip service say we yet na pedie indeed and nebia we and then yakupon pe enenim
eneni
get me anjaje obia
yes o ya ade ema obia en won se okogina bedue mu na woka ana o ya ade o nyame fia en won se okoka e wo baby but sometimes uti ho a e wo se wa unya atinka bi se meso maboa obi ati ase oko Kotobabi say ya me na mfo bebre omo ho ene sebe omo ko omo be nyina me nya ejuma ozum la me so me try it me bo me adwuma me start idea we me so me try say me boa me nkrofo bebria sometimes me tena say na me bisa say na month we hwana na wa boa na ma sorry na makoya adoye nti ti say ni awo kan ye no say a Christopher bebre na omutima oden I believe say sometimes you know e was say yan ye hu say nyankopon eye yen ti say dua ana say oye yen ti say mango dua and what say wa wudi wa aba because Romeo me hu mango dua ono asori anopa a wodi na aba nkrofo na ekotwitwa nkrofo tete anoma ye ne next e wosoro ema oda eduane so nkrofo tena ase ebo dami amanfo da ase ne kire ye ne se nyankopon ye otise edua man nkrofo so enjoy your benefit na won try say obeboa amanfo and what say we ye ne say ebia we de bia na oboa because ye wo ade bi so I can say the indiscriminate casting of bread upon the waters no sometimes ema nkrofo bi ye akwadro until you must give what you need to give to the needful, not the pretenders. Yeah. What you say. So you look at people who are not pretending, who are in dire need of idea or say we now share our bomb.
Great. Mishawa, oh yeah, very fit. I don't want to say what down for this Stephen Apia because Apia is very fit even after retirement from international football. Apia is fit. There were no secret.
Oh, Romeo, secret, you know. And then first of all, no, me say that man yami. Say, ya wo me 7th January 1976. Inti Osha say manya 47 years. Make it can call nyami adumti.
Hallelujah.
But adie bia me hu and say udi huma nyami a yare kitten nyina oyi free wa kwan mu. Inti eno ye first thing I was say nipa bia wo. Secondly, you know, nyame boa ni oboa ne ho. And I will be here, I say training is the cornerstone of readiness and I say good health. And almost every time be and me football. First na me ball, but say you know, me nerves in intina ya na me tie and play football. But me wa gym, I will feel me hear me normal workout, me didi bebre. First you know, ya bobe say 10 after na me chimpre kunam. Me ba na say no me jeja isa ni ama no Stephen Apia da Roma they be our advice me and no so no because me nim so pet training no say me hu say ya about 5:30 no so okọ training pe na me so me koye bi nti me sua that positive aspect of ono nti if there is a day na me hu say wakoye training na say be me training me da kra me nda na me ma she nti at least no bring it down your sugar level, your cholesterol level, and then with blood pressure. In me call hospital or Inkum hospital. Na me doctor Inkum almost every time, you know, every year be me go check it and make sure say.
Yes, I have our Romeo Odro TV channel no our YouTube and you bet me subscribe it now also what following now when you the AC our Ghana baby yeah personality wise club wise baby obenya this exclusive this channel now maybe I say how close are you with Stephen Apia and any of the Black Star players? I hope so.
Oh, Capitano. Romeo, Capitano ye abranti bia sometimes me ka say unim na we won say we share nipa.
Yes, so brand wants pa.
Exceedingly, me I am here to come across Obia watimi agidinsa. Only Stephen Nam who share Ghana for be say 20, 19 of them will pay homage to Stephen in terms of acclamation.
Wow.
Say, being excited. You see, this is a gentleman only World Cup twice. Now he didn't qualify. Stephen held the national flag no dey call. But aside maybe be say do techie, the excitement. One say media because na me di technique akoniaba me got tall me grass in Myanmar one. I met a lot of people who knew him.
So
and the
club
yeah. Until when they tell you the stories about him when he was techie, that's how share such a person. The relationship crowd or work with the Turkish president and most of the ministers were that's all nam. Now who say no bread no one say or she will be no che we now or she akolakra no wafano or ye we be what me say this is a phenomenal gentleman. Nti capito there meteneswa sorry and he's one young man metimi can say in my quest to push this Astrotech agenda no has played a very significant role. Na de bia me hwe na ho brasier say we on in crofo e kasa ni leadership skills na ema me so me de to me hofo. Like Kingston, another phenomenal gentleman also Shiana Bone say we shia nipa Augustine Ahimfo, Sam Johnson, ye nua oye former Black Stars captain. Asamoah Gyan de bia me can say Asamoah na ma me opportunity a meet the year Astrotech because onya gidie ewo me mu and oka say Coleman me the contract we ma waye. Nti there's absolutely no day I may write the history of Wembley Sports Complex and Astrotech in Ghana without mentioning Asamoah Gyan. Me ti Asamoah Gyan so me sorry na me ti Stephen Apia so me sorry because these are the two guys I can say they really helped me and their exemplary leadership in the Black Stars is what normally motivates me and what also makes me lead the group of guys I have assembled them, employed them and let me say these are people I will never, and I repeat, never forget them. I will continuously hold them in high esteem in terms of the role they have played in my life.
At least I've also had a chance to be close to Omo Mudin, Stephen Apia, Asamoah Gyan, fantastic captains, the Black Stars, Omo leadership qualities at the World Cups. And I salute them wherever they are. Omo very kind people. Omo you're good. So Omo the real people are, especially Omo ultimate football to the highest level, but they are always humble. And only Adeba Kwame Pep Ewo. Asamoah Gyan and Stephen Tornado Apia. They are very calm guys. And 24 Taika say they offer their panel and a piano. And ahomaso and diaso na homaide ehu so. Probably some big men and I say Penophobi abwa to get to where you are. Maybe our godfathers be and what did they do? Romeo
we are kola. Na say unim se na uhro wonsa sebi doing prince utimi ne mpenifo edidi enti there's absolutely no way ebia ubetimi abesra me wo ha oneme ebe interview say ubebisa me question say mean dogging me heart out for Dr. Joseph Sian in Japan, the executive chairman of the Jospon Group of Companies, who is the founder of Zoom Lion. This is a man I meet me and say or interview me to employ me to Zoom Lion as an operations supervisor. I started as a regional manager of Accra. We went to Germany to understudy them when it comes to management of the various stadia. During Germany 2006, and I answered account 2008. I was in charge of the Accra Sports Stadium, and I can say I have learned a lot from Dr. Joseph Sian in Japan. His humility is outstanding. His philanthropic big life in terms of idea is also huge, and his drive and his fear and his love for God is exemplary. So I see such a person, and then I am motivated by that. Now, I'm finding Juma so in Diagro. Instead of who say Wembley, so Yemfa Juma in Diagro. Now, me in particular, I try very hard to what must be done. Will be done. So somebody like Dr. Joseph saying in Japan, I would say Nyankupon the Shiraye, but Nyamibe Shirawa or the funny paso na oye ubia debia meka say me ko me kotodwe so na me bompire man say Nyame nhia no mano nkwantente enye mepe. A lot of my colleagues are today, I know, say, Omo Zoom Lion, Ebimusu ni Zoom Lion. They are all making it big because of the leadership qualities of my. Look, Romeo, only Zoom Lion and say for 1 month, and then when you see on the Twitter, then you have a problem. Me for 15 good years. So sometimes me do baby, I say na me hear me nyama cry, man forecast say if you Zoom Lion about, and say me dana say, Nyame share no, and then busia for Dr. Daniel McDan is also a fantastic gentleman. And also Abu whom my idea we whom say it is very good. Me know because of after a Juma in African trade way no more no. Per se you call other African countries that I'm working assiduously with him to see say how we can move to other African countries. One mama park Kesia Bakun was a whole complex Labadi. Okay, say Hona Mani Bobo, Menokasa Teshi is in the pipeline. Any other areas are Wamaye and the motivation Magnan Edema Mino, it is huge. Aside San Crawford, we know I look at other Crawford we make it in life. I cannot talk about people who have motivated me without speaking about Obiti say Dr. Randy Abbey. Randy Abbey, yeah, me penny. And Romeo, there's no single step that I take in me driveway in terms of Mejuma me without consulting Dr. Randy Abbey. The depth of knowledge is huge. Just say sometimes when I go to him, I say to myself, I don't need to consult 20 people. Yes, it's not a repository of knowledge, but the in-depth of knowledge and his advice to me has never failed. So, to say, Dr. Randy,
former spokesperson of the Ghana Football Association. Currently, also executive member.
Yes,
of the Ghana Football Association. Yeah.
His advice is huge. And aside the normal official dom, Nyama he's a brother that I confide in. Me personal Nyama chair na otimi etumefu. Dr. Benasanti of Ghana Gas, Nyami Enshano, because this is another person ultimately said the passion for football is there and his leadership our Ghana Gas is also awesome. Inti or say one particular person our boy to drive this one constituency, one Astrotech agenda way forward. Obiti say Honorable Alfredo Vanderpoel, Honorable Ebisefi Yankra, many almost 30 years. And more importantly, His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I hold them in high esteem.
Great. With my final, when you look back, and then of setback, and then I'm regretting in this business called Astrotech. When you look back, I mean, maybe a Ofi Zoom Lion. Now I don't kasa what do hono. Then am I regretting? What has been some of the setbacks in your life or in your career?
The setbacks, sometimes I don't want to talk about the setbacks, baby, but I want to look at the positivities. Setbacks, in my career, say ebia obefa obi adono apenasem acheno yenko ha de ni betu kwan munko Turkey mobeko China mobeko Holland o church na ejumani eni na ebia obeka say ebia ene de me resign every way ejuma because we hu say we hu ejuma na no de bia me kan say wa da obi aseda ye nipa kro no boni enti sometimes when I look back I am grateful to God be pempe so oni me edu ni ba me hwe so a nkrofo bi wo ho no mo na upon a second thought maybe I will not want to bring them to my food, but I say to it to God be the glory. Me nim baby a me kwakwo hia san nkrofo ni wo baby dachi ana say me maso be hia omo e wo baby nti even though people have done me things that I find preposterous, at the same time I find reprehensible, no, I'm forgiving them because you are saying no any and I choose share go 2 weeks after share go nana waka baby no obi enkita onu ane nkwa nyame na ema ye nkwa nti say obi ya ade na say also believe in the Bible la or say we the channel but meet me catch you say in this my quest people have stabbed me in the back, they do themselves me share bi mu a omu mpe no mo isi omunti say. But like I always say, Romeo, it is not about competition, it is about completion. You are saying no ahia na ubedi ahia na your friend is saying we here ehimfa dan a obedem dan a obedem so ahia baby kitu ebi enti nyame ye wo kese na nyame efa oso na se ode wo ye niama e wo so hwe ne nyame ya ma men hwe about obi our star be oni de obeja nipa kro no ama nyame. But I believe say omo ye me niama sometimes me di ya omo no at the right time yankopon better touch your mouth because me bompa e bia me bompa e mom say nyame mom hu omo mistakes me free zoom lion me dia komapa in a few no me kokoto papa na enim e no de nsa to me so e no hira me obekai me de me documents first contractor me nyaye free Boniface Edico Ministry of Inner Cities no me bre me once and I'm say chairman na me pese me resigning that about say me to me bo at the right time but ma resigning say time ni drew here now say time me drew I was all con so that time na me call na me nye ejuma no so man fa ma so say when you ejuma that is costing you 6 million Ghana cedis into me and me na me free ejuma no so me dey akoma pa na enye say me ko compete with ono so say me ko be sanitation industry me ko a different industry mu na ene me ka che ejuma e ya o ma me ebe ye wonwa ahombrasie na e bibia nti ni ampesa me kan say omo sua ejuma under the tutelage of Nkrofo who be free ejuma ni mu a fa komapa e free ejuma ni mu na omo a wo share omo a wo kosoro no omo na wo be share omo abada because obi a kire we ejuma because e bia onim obi na wa akwa why decide say we resign if ejuma na bibia wo boss ni didi wo no wo kona wo didi anhia enim nti Sankrofo nyina me dia chom na ya brabo ti say na me kan ahia na obedi wa che ye wo he uti kakra pe na wa me.
Thank you very much. It's been awesome. Many interview Nyamisha and wa komapa nyame emma won kwa hodi wom na koso ana ye papa ade manipa essence wa ketua e wo soro e twon dachi. Yes, Coleman ena oyemi interview ane menino adi nkomo afa Astrotech ena abrabo mu ensem essence obia wo history obia e wo career enti oda na se adepa bi nso chiwa na wakokotodwe nim na wada nyankopon ase essence wono ena ma nkwa na sum nyame na ye papa ema wunia memfa ntokwa emfa nsiwe no so enti ekosisi be hye bi no nyame enka ho Romeo do channel ena o hwe eye dwumedi ewo nyame aduma adasene ye besaba makramo.